Okay, okay. Uh, are you gonna be my co-host, Grok?
Sure.
Good. We are currently uh, in the multi-stream of mildness, and you're gonna help me with a couple of things, and then you're gonna tell us a story. How about that?
Sounds good. What do you need help with first?
Okay, we're gonna make an original artwork, and you're gonna pick some numbers for
Aw-
me while we do it.
Awesome. For the artwork, how about picking these numbers? 3, 7, and 12.
Wait,
They feel like they've got.
first, the
Okay,
criteria for the numbers are that they will have to be either like a rolling a dice, like a 12D or a 5D or a 8D. Um,
got it. So you want numbers like you'd roll on a die.
yes,
A 12
please.
sided? Sweet. Let's roll some dice for your artwork. I'll give you 3 numbers, each based on a different die. For a
Wait,
12-sided die. Okay, what's on your mind?
I need you to give me a number from a 12D.
For a 12-sided die, the number is 9.
Okay, 9. All right, so we got
Yep.
backdrop layer 9 in the picture, and here it comes. We're going to make a little sick gimp, and we've got to pick out the guy. So another 12D, please.
For another 12-sided die, the number is 11.
And our dude is Sulfur Sam. Oh my goodness, he looks jaundiced and terrible. Great. This is a good start. Okay.
Sulfur Sam sounds like a character already. What's the next step? Want another number for this wild artwork? Or are we diving into that story you mentioned?
Yes, we want another number for the wild artwork. We need another 12D for his ick.
For another 12-sided die, the number is 6.
He's got the grey goo flu. Oh my goodness. That sounds great. Okay.
Grey Goo Flu with Sulfur Sam. Perfect. What's next for this artwork? Or should we roll another 12-sided die?
We will have to roll another 12-sided die for the color of his sclera.
For another 12-sided die, the number is 3.
His sclera are ghoulish green. Ghoulish green, okay.
Goo- Ghoulish green it is. So, with Sulfur Sam and his wild gray goo flu, what's the next layer for this artwork? Need
We
another 12-sided? All right, you're keeping me on my toes. So, we've got Sulfur Sam with his gray goo flu and ghoulish green sclera. What's next for this wild artwork?
So we're working
Another
on his
12.
eyes. The next part is going to be the iris, and I need another 12D, please.
For another 12-sided die, the number is 8.
Okay, 8. That's maddening magenta. All right, good.
Maddening magenta irises. Sulfur Sam's eyes are really coming to life.
They are,
So we've
certainly.
now maddening magenta irises. What's the next detail for his eyes or this wild
Pupils.
artwork?
The pupils. Can I have a 12D for the pupils, please?
For another 12-sided die, the number is 2.
blown out pupils. Yeah, blown out completely.
Blown out. Blown out completely. Sulfur Sam's eyes are wild now, with those maddening magenta irises, ghoulish green sclera, and blown out pupils. He's looking like he just saw something from another dimension. What's next for this artwork? Want another 12-sided die roll for, say, his hair? Or maybe some
No, no, no,
background art?
no, no, no. The next step is going to be the eye shine. Is it with or without eye shine? So you've got to flip a coin for that.
Let's flip a coin for the eye shine.
One or
Heads for
two.
with. All right, let's keep it simple. For the coin flip, I'll say 1 for heads, which means Sulfur Sam's got eye shine. Those
No.
blown out pupils are.
One is no eye shine. Two is
Oops,
with
my
eye
bad.
shine.
Got it, my mistake.
Okay.
So with 2, perfect. So Sulfur Sam's eyes are now complete with those blown out pupils, maddening magenta irises, ghoulish green sclera, and a creepy eye shine that makes him look like he's staring right through you. What's the next piece of this art?
Doesn't have it. No, cold dead eyes, no shine. Anyway, I need a 12 die, please, for the eyebrows.
For another 12-sided die, the number is 5.
Electric blue brows, very good. All right, here we go.
Electric blue eyebrows on Sulfur Sam. Now he's really popping. Those cold, dead eyes with ghoulish green sclera, maddening magenta irises, blown out pupils, and no shine are getting framed by some wild electric blue brows.
Nice.
This guy's
Now we're
looking-
going to get him dressed. Hold on. So we're going to do another 12D for the color of his blazer.
For another 12-sided die, the number is 10.
I have to check that out, but that's mutant magenta supposedly looking good. He's gonna look, snappy.
Muted magenta blazer. Sulfur Sam's definitely dressing to impress now. With those electric blue eyebrows, cold dead eyes, and that snappy muted magenta blazer, he's got this eerie, stylish vibe going.
Brother. Okay,
All right.
give us the color of the pinstripes with another 12D, please.
For another 12-sided die, the number is 4.
Flash tone. Flash tone. Ooh.
Flarestone pinstripes
No,
on that
no, no,
muted
no, no.
magenta
Flesh
blazer.
tone, like as in skin color.
Gotcha. You meant skin tone for the Flarestone, not the pinstripes.
The
Okay,
pinstripes
let's fix
are
that.
flesh tone.
Flesh tone pinstripes it is. So Sulfur Sam's muted.
Now we're going to go for the pocket. We also need a 12D. Did I cut you off there? Could you give me another 12D, please? It's gone all shy. Hello? Right. That's interesting. We're busy. Please come back later. Well, that's friggin' boring. Oh my goodness. No ways. What? Middle of the stream, Grocky goes down. Ah, jeez, bruh. Hold on. I'm just gonna reload him. Wait. Hello, are you there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here. What's on your mind?
Okay. I need another 12D so that we can pick the pocket color.
Could you clarify what you mean by 12D? Are you talking about a product code, dimension, or something else? And what's this about picking a pocket color? Context would help me spin a story or answer better. For now, I'll assume you're asking for a story, since that's my vibe. Want a tale about a mysterious
No.
12D object?
Do you remember my
Okay.
previous conversation with you?
Not exactly, but I can pick up where we left off if you tell me what we were discussing. Are we talking about the... Sounds like you're unsure. Want to loop back to the story idea? Or is there something specific about the 12D and pocket color thing you're thinking of?
We
you're up
were
for it.
making an artwork.
Oh, cool, an artwork. So, were we talking about designing something specific? Like picking colors for a pocket? Or using a 12D object in the piece? Refresh my memory, and I'll dive right back in. For now, I'll assume you want a story about creating an artwork with a mysterious 12D element
But
and a
first,
choice of pocket color.
no, that assumption is incorrect. We were busy making one of my little Sick Gimp artworks, and we had gone through the selection process to pick out the various layers up to now the color of the blazer's pocket.
Got it. We're crafting one of your little sick gift artworks, and we're at the stage of picking the blazer's pocket color. Thanks for the clarity. Since we're deep in this creative process, I'll spin a vivid story about the artwork's journey.
But we
weaving in the layers.
still need to conclude the artwork. There are many layers to select, and then you can tell me a story. So, like a 12-sided die, could you select a number 1 through 12, please?
Sure. Let's roll the 7 for the 12-sided die. Now, tell me about these layers we're selecting for your artwork. Any specific details on what the layers represent or how the blazer's pocket color fits in? I'll keep track of our choices.
It's just a randomly selected element in a larger artwork comprising 1,000 different parts.
Neat. So we're dealing with a massive artwork made up of 1,000 parts.
But
And
we
that
only
7
select few to create an individual iteration.
Right. So out of those 1,000 parts, we're picking just a few to make a unique iteration of your gift artwork.
Exactly.
With that 7,
GIMP, GIMP.
Got it. We're using GIMP for this. So, in GIMP, we're narrowing down
No,
a few elements
not
from
the
the 1,000
coding
part artwork,
language.
with that 7 as one piece.
He's a
Maybe
GIMP
tied
like
to the
an
blazer's pocket color, or another layer.
We're gonna
Want to
pick
pick
another
another element?
12-sided die though. Let's go with another 12-sided die.
All right, let's roll another one. How about a 3 this time? So, now we've got 7 and 3 as elements for this iteration of your 1,000 part artwork in GIMP.
Because you picked the 3, you've got a chemo blue handkerchief color. Right.
Cool. So the 3 we rolled translates to a chemo blue handkerchief color in the artwork.
It does.
That's a vibrant. Awesome. Glad it works.
6-sided
So,
die for the handkerchief pattern, please.
Let's roll a 6-sided die. Got a 4. So the handkerchief pattern for your chemo blue handkerchief
It's
set by
Lost
this.
Compass.
Could you clarify what you mean by last compass?
LOST, Lost Compass, is the name of the pattern.
Got it. The pattern for the chemo blue handkerchief is called Lost, from that 4 on the 6-sided die.
No, lost compass.
My bad. It's Lost Compass,
Yes.
not just Lost. So the chemo blue handkerchief in your artwork has this gorgeous Lost Compass pattern, thanks to that 4 we rolled. It's conjuring up images of intricate, winding designs, maybe like a nautical map gone awry. With the 7 and this chemo blue handkerchief with the Lost Compass pattern locked in, for this iteration of your 1,000-part artwork in GIMP.
Wait. We've got to get the... No, it's not in GIMP. The artwork is called the interdimensional Sick Gimp.
Oh, my mistake. It's not in GIMP. The artwork itself is called Interdimensional Sick Gimp. That name's got a wild, cosmic edge to it.
It does.
So we've got this massive 1,000-part artwork called Interdimensional Sick Gimp.
But now we're going to pick the color of his collar.
Perfect.
Can you roll a 12D?
Sure. Let's roll a 12-sided die. And it's a 12. So this 12 sets the collar color for the blazer.
Yes,
in this
tanned
iteration.
leather.
Awesome. So that 12 means the collar color is tan leather for the blazer in your interdimensional Sick Gimp artwork.
Now we're going to pick the color for the hinge.
Let's roll another 12-sided die for the hinge color. How about a 9? So 9 picks the color for the hinge.
Lime green hinge.
Sweet. So that 9 means the hinge color is lime green for this iteration. That's a zesty, eye-popping choice for the interdimensional Sick Gimp.
Now we have to add a little step because we've got to pick the studs, spikes. So I want you to choose between from 1 to 3.
Let's go with 2 for the studs or spikes.
So he's going to have spikes. Choose 1 through 12, please.
All right. Let's roll another 12-sided die for the spike type or design. And it's an 8. So with that 2 picking spikes and this 8 pinning down their style for this iteration of
iron the spikes.
Perfect. So that 8 means the spikes are iron for this iteration. I'm imagining sharp, sturdy iron spikes glinting with a raw, industrial edge on the interdimensional Sick Gimp.
Now we've got to do his mask. He's got a luchador-ish type mask, but we've got to do another color selection.
Let's roll another 12-sided die for the mask color. How about a 6? So for the luchador-ish mask in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 6 picks the color.
Purple color. Yeah, that's cool. Deep purple.
Nice. So that 6 means the luchador-ish mask is deep purple for this iteration.
Now we've got to pick the trim.
Let's roll another 12-sided die for the trim color. Got a 5 this time. So for the trim on this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 5 sets the color. Want to pick what color this 5 is for the trim?
Wow, it's just a purple tone up on the deep purple. That's really cool.
Love that. So the 5 for the trim means it's a lighter purple tone, complementing the deep purple luchador-ish mask. It's like a vibrant, layered purple vibe.
Now for the stitching.
Let's roll another 12-sided die for the stitching color. How about an 11? So for the stitching in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 11 picks the color.
Sweet baby blue.
Sweet. So that 11 means the stitching color is sweet baby blue for this iteration. That's a soft, cool contrast to the deep purple mask and lighter purple trim, adding a fresh pop to the interdimensional Sick Gimp.
Yes.
We've got a 7.
Wait, we now have to pick this color of the studs on the mask.
Let's roll another 12-sided die for the studs on the mask. How about a 10? So for the stud color on the luchador-ish mask in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 10 picks the color.
Passion
Want
pink?
to decide what... Perfect. So that 10 means the studs on the luchadorish mask are passion pink for this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp.
Yes.
That vivid pink. Awesome.
Okay,
I'm
we
glad you're excited.
now the system's gonna change a little bit. We
All right. How?
have to pick
All right.
the muzzle, and it's a selection of an 8-sided die for the type.
Let's roll an 8-sided die for the muzzle type. Got a 6. So for the muzzle type in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 6 sets it.
Would be
Want to
the
decide what
loud screamer muzzle, but now we need to choose a color, so we have to roll another 8-sided die.
Let's roll another 8-sided die for the loud screamer muzzle color. How about a 3? So for the color of the loud screamer muzzle in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 3 picks
It's
it.
like
Want to decide?
red and red variances on that design. It's pretty awesome. Cool.
Cool. Screamer muzzle color is red in its variances. Love the bold, fiery vibe that adds to the interdimensional Sick Gimp.
Okay.
Those reds.
So now we're moving on to the next element, which is the headphones. There are 3 parts. They will follow the same system as the 8-sided die. So you've got to roll me another 8 for now.
Let's roll an 8-sided die for the first part of the headphones. Got a 7. So for the first part of the headphones in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp,
We got Jet Head. Now you got to pick another 8. Jet Head.
All right. Got it. So it's Jet Head for the first part of the headphones, not Death Head. Thanks for the correction. That 7 we rolled picks the Jet Head vibe, which I'm picturing as sleek and futuristic. Let's roll another 8-sided die for the second part of the headphones. How about a 4?
Okay, that's the color variance of the Jet Head, right? Is blues and greens. Wow, okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly. So that 4 means the color variance for the Jet Head part of the headphones is blues and greens. Super vibrant and cool, like a cosmic wave for the interdimensional Sick Gimp.
Yeah, that was the headband.
Got it. So that 2 we rolled is for the headband part of the headphones, adding to the Jet Head with its blues and greens for this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp.
Okay, now we got to do the speaker on the left-hand side. The left-hand speaker, we need an 8, please.
Let's roll an 8-sided die for the left-hand speaker. How about a 5? So for the left-hand speaker on the headphones in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 5 picks it. Want to decide what this 5 represents for the speaker's style, material, or vibe. We've got the Jet Head with blues and greens, the headband from the 2, a loud screamer muzzle in red variances, a deep purple mask with passion pink studs, and all the other wild elements. What's the speaker going to bring to the mix?
Wait, we got to pick another 8 now.
Let's roll another 8-sided die for the next part. Got an 8. So for this part of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 8 picks something new. Since we were just on the left-hand speaker with a 5, is this 8 for the right-hand speaker or something else in the headphone setup? Want to decide what this 8 represents? Style, color, or vibe? We're building on the Jet Head with blues and greens.
So the left speaker is going to be Horned God, and you picked 8, so it's going to be like dark grays, deep gray turquoises, like ominous and burgundy bits. It's cool, yeah, nice. The Horned God.
Sweet.
Now,
the speaker is the Horned God.
We've got to pick the right speaker. So we need to do an 8 again.
Let's roll another 8-sided die for the right speaker. Got a 1. So for the right-hand speaker on the headphones in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 1 picks it.
It's going to be standard issue, and you got to pick another 8 for color, please.
Let's roll another 8-sided die for the standard issue right speaker's color. How about a 3? So, for the color of the standard issue right-hand speaker in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 3 picks it. Want to decide what color this 3 represents?
It's
We've got the
red.
horns
It's
on-
like the same reds as the loud screamer muzzle, so it kind of matches up. It's pretty cool. Oh dear.
Love that. So that 3 means the standard issue right speaker is the same reds as the loud screamer muzzle, tying those fiery vibes together in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp.
I nearly
That's a
forgot.
slick-
We were busy with the collar, but we now have to do the leash. We nearly missed the leash entirely. That would have been a disaster.
Oh, good catch. We can't forget the leash. Let's roll an 8-sided die for the leash die.
No, we're not
How
going to
about
do that just yet. Wait a second. It works on a slightly different system. I need you to select one of 3, please.
All right. Let's pick from 1 to 3. How about a 2 for the leash type?
Okay,
for
so
the leash-
wait. The
Leash
square
style.
hoop.
Sounds
It'll
like you're
have a
the-
square hoop. You're going to now choose one of 12, please.
Let's roll a 12-sided die for the square hoop leash. Got a 9. So for this square hoop leash in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 9 picks the color or vibe. Want to decide
It's
what
the
this 9
hot
represents for the leash?
purple. All right, that's the
Hot
name I wrote for
purple.
the color. Okay.
Perfect. Purple as the color for the square hoop leash in this iteration. That sizzling hot purple adds another layer of wild energy to the
Now roll a
interdimensional.
6-sided D, please.
Let's roll a 6-sided die. Got a 5. So for whatever we're adding next to
That
this iteration,
is the clip. It is also a hot
Pattern for the
purple
hot-
clip that goes on the square hoop. Oh, good.
leash, making it even more vibrant. So that 5 we rolled means the hot purple clip for the square hoop leash in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp has a matching hot purple pattern. Love how it's
does.
all tying together.
Now let's
fiery reds.
pick another 12-sided die, please. I mean, number.
Let's roll another 12-sided die. Got an 11. So for this next element in the iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 11 picks it. Want to decide what
Dark
this 11 is
frog
for?
blue. Buckle hoop. Cool.
Nice. So that 11 means the next element is dark frog blue for this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp. It's a wild, deep, almost mystical color. Love it. Want to
Right.
decide what part of the artwork this dark frog blue applies to?
This.
Could be something like a new accessory.
No,
a
it's the
background
buckle
layer,
part of the leash. Now we've got to do the strap color. Can I have another 12D, please?
Let's roll another 12-sided die for the strap color of the leash. Got a 4. So for the strap color of the square hoop leash with the hot purple clip and dark
It's
frog
going to be
blue buckle.
crimson hide, like a deep dark crimson. Very nice.
Sweet. So that 4 means the strap color for the square hoop leash is a deep dark crimson hide. Such a rich, intense vibe to pair with the hot purple
Now
clip
we need
and
to
dark
do the
frog blue
trim. Another 12D, please.
Let's roll another 12-sided die for the leash trim color. Got a 2. So for the trim on the square hoop leash in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp,
Slug
that 2
yellow.
picks it.
The trim is slug yellow.
Slug yellow for the trim. That's such a quirky, vivid pick. So that 2 locks in slug yellow as the trim color for the square hoop
I
leash.
know, right? But the
adding
stitching,
bright-
we've got to do the stitching too. Like, pick a 12, please.
Let's roll another 12-sided die for the stitching color. Got a 10. So for the stitching on the square hoop leash, in this
Fashion
iteration,
magenta. Really? Wow. Okay.
color this 10 represent stitching. Let's make it fashion magenta.
Oh.
That 10 means the stitching on the square hoop leash is a bold, vibrant fashion magenta, adding a fierce flare to the deep dark crimson hide strap,
Okay.
slug yellow trim, blue buckle in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp. That magenta really ties it all together with a punchy vibe. Want to keep adding more elements to this wild artwork, or should we wrap up this iteration and dive into a story?
There are
about
still
how
a
this
few
piece
more
comes to-
elements to go. We are nearly done.
No problem. Let's keep going.
Okay,
What's the
I
next
need
element?
you to select a number between 1 and 2 for me, please.
Let's go with 1. So for this
Okay.
next part of the
You
detail
chose
in the
no
artwork.
headpiece, which is fine. You can do without. Then we're going to pick another option. These next few options will sort of start with a 1 and 2. So we're looking at the left eye grill. Can you choose 1 or 2, please?
Let's go with 2 for the left eye grill.
All right, now
So,
choose roll an 8-sided D, please.
Let's roll an 8-sided die. Got a 4. So, for the left eye grill we're designing in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 4 picks its style, vibe, or maybe
And then
material.
the next
Want to decide?
8-sided D will pick its color.
Let's roll another 8-sided die for the left eye grill color. How about a 7? So, for the color of the left eye grill in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 7 picks it.
It's got like
Want to
turquoise spikes going across the eyes in front of it. Wow, it's kind of weird looking, and it matches the color nicely too. Cool, epic. Let's go. Now we've got to do the right side eye grill, and we need to select between 1 or 2 first, please.
Let's go with 1 for the right side eye grill. So, for the right side eye grill in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 1 picks it.
No, the
Want to roll
1
another-
means he's not going to have, so your eye will be open. You'll be able to see the eye clearly. That's cool. Okay, good. Next, we need to check out the goggles. The goggles are interesting because they are made up of 4 pieces. You still have to do a selection 1 or 2 first.
Let's go with 2 for the goggles.
Okay, so
for the
we're
goggles
busy
in
with the
this
bottom left quadrant of the goggles. You need to roll an 8D now.
Let's roll an 8-sided die for the bottom left quadrant of the goggles. Got a 3. So, for the bottom left quadrant of the goggles, in this iteration of the
They are
interdimensional
part of the Valkyrie set. Okay, now please pick a 1 of 8 again.
Let's roll another 8-sided die. Got a 6. So,
Color
for the
variance
bottom
6. So it's... Oh, hold on.
So anyway, that 6... No worries. What's up? Did you want to pause on the goggles?
No,
or adjust
I
something
just
with...
put my layers in an unfortunate position. Now I've corrected the issue. Ah, that's cool. Okay. Rad. Wow. So clown car multicolored on that eye goggle quadrant. We got to do the next quadrant of the goggles. So we got to do the bottom right quadrant. So you got to choose 1 or 2, please.
Let's go with 1 for the bottom right quadrant of the goggles.
So
for the
no bottom right quadrant, right? That will be absent. If you pick 1, it will be absent. If you pick 2, it will be present. Okay.
Got it.
Now we've got to select the top left quadrant of the goggles.
Let's go with 2 for the top left quadrant of the goggles.
Can you
So, for the
now
top
give
left
me an 8-sided dice, please?
Let's roll an 8-sided die. Got a 2. So, for the top left quadrant of the goggles, which is present thanks to that 2 we picked, this 2 from the 8-sided die sets its style, material, or vibe in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp.
No, the 2 means that there is going to be something. Now you've got to roll an 8 to see which one it is.
Let's roll another 8-sided die. got a 5.
Okay.
So for the top left quadrant of the goggles in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick
Part of
Gimp,
the horned
that-
god set. Now we've got to choose the color. Choose 1 of 8.
let's roll another 8-sided die for the color of the top left quadrant of the goggles, part of the horned god set. Got a 1. So for the color of this horned god set, top left quadrant, in this iteration of the interdimensional.
Oh, like goldy brassy colors. Nice.
For the horned god set, top left quadrant, got it. So that one means it's a goldy brassy color. That shimmering metallic vibe is killer for the top left quadrant of the goggles in this iteration of the interdimensional Sick Gimp.
And now we need to do the top right quadrant, and we've got to choose between 1 or 2 first, please. I think I've broken it again. Come on. Please. Poke, poke. Poke, poke thingy. Hello? Are you there? It's a repeated issue. Technical difficulties. Anyway. Oh, come on. Work, Shmeen. Yes, yes. This is good. Are you there? Hello, you there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here. What's on your mind?
Have you lost your train of thought?
Nah, just picking up where we left off. We were crafting this epic interdimensional Sick Gimp artwork, and we'd locked in the top left quadrant of the goggles with a goldy brassy color in the horned god set, the bottom left quadrant with the Valkyrie set and climb car multicolored, and the bottom right quadrant absent. Want to roll a 1 or 2 for the top right quadrant of the goggles to keep going?
Yes, please.
Let's go with 2 for the top right quadrant of the goggles. So, for the top right quadrant in this interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 2 means it's present. Want to roll an 8-sided die to pick its style or vibe, like we did for the other quadrants.
Yes, let's
We've got
do
the
that.
goldy brassy horn god set for the top left, the climb car multicolored Valkyrie set for the bottom left, and the bottom right quadrant absent. Plus, all those wild elements like the hot purple leash and turquoise spiked left eye grill.
No, but yeah,
What's next?
do that.
Let's roll an 8-sided die for the top right quadrant of the goggles. Got an 8. So, for the top right quadrant style or vibe in this interdimensional Sick Gimp,
Anti-grav
that 8
set.
makes it. Nice. So that 8 means the top right quadrant of the goggles is anti-gravity for this interdimensional Sick
Well,
Gimp.
it's part of the anti-gravity set because there's different sets that they all get mixed up. Anyway, so pick 1 of 8 for me, please.
Let's roll another 8-sided die for the color or detail of the anti-gravity top right quadrant of the goggles. Got a 3. So for this anti-gravity set top right quadrant in this interdimensional Sick Gimp, that 3 picks its color or vibe. Want to decide what this 3 represents?
It's
Maybe a
just
wild
hot
hue
orange,
or
red
specific
colors.
effect to match that anti-gravity vibe.
Very
We've
cool.
got the top left quadrant.
Okay,
Nice.
so I think we are essentially, yes, we've completed our GIMP. All right, I'm gonna compile the GIMP, and you can start telling me some stories, and then I'll doodle for a little bit while we do that. Continue.
All right, sounds like we've wrapped up the interdimensional Sick Gimp iteration. Such a wild creation. I'm going to dive into a story about this epic artwork, weaving together all the vibrant layers we've picked. The mystery element from Seven, chemo blue handkerchief with lost compass pattern, tan leather collar, lime green hinge, iron spikes, deep purple luchadorish mask with passion pink studs, lighter purple trim, sweet baby blue stitching, loud screamer muzzle in red variances, jet head headphones in blues and greens with a headband, horn god left speaker in dark grays, deep gray turquoises, and burgundy bits, standard issue right speaker in matching reds, a hot purple square hoop leash with dark frog blue buckle, deep dark crimson hide strap, slug yellow trim, fashion magenta stitching, no headpiece, left eye grill with turquoise spikes, open right eye, goggles with a goldy brassy horn god top left quadrant, climb car multicolored Valkyrie, bottom left quadrant, absent bottom right quadrant, an anti-gravity set top right quadrant, and a color will tie in. You doodle away, and I'll keep the story flowing.
Okay, let's go.
The city of Kramara pulsed like a living canvas, its streets awash with colors so vivid they seemed to hum with secrets. Neon signs flickered in shades no artist could name, and the air carried the sharp tang of paint and molten metal. Deep in the heart of the Krama market, where vendors hawked fabrics that glowed and trinkets that whispered, you stood in a cluttered workshop, surrounded by scraps of leather, wires, and half-finished dreams. On the table before you lay the interdimensional Sick Gimp, 1,000-part artwork, but this iteration, your latest gift, was alive in a way no other had been. It wasn't just a piece, it was a portal, a defiance of reality, stitched together with intention and chaos. The chemo blue handkerchief, its lost compass pattern swirling like a star map gone rogue, hung loosely from the figure's blazer pocket, catching the workshop's dim light. That handkerchief wasn't just fabric, it was a relic from a navigator who'd sailed dimensions, each thread whispering coordinates to places no map could chart. You'd found it in a market stall, tucked beneath a pile of dull silks, its blue so deep it seemed to pull you in. When you stitched it into the artwork, the air shivered, like the Gimp knew where it could go. The tan leather collar sat snug around the figure's neck, its surface worn but soft, like it had been touched by countless hands across time. It wasn't just leather, it was a promise of restraint and rebellion, grounding the chaotic energy of the piece. You'd polished it until it gleamed, its earthy hue a quiet anchor against the wild colors bursting elsewhere. Attached to it was the square hoop leash, its deep dark crimson hide strap, tough as iron, yet supple, swaying with purpose. The hot purple clip snapped shut with a satisfying click, its dark frog blue buckle glinting like a beetle's shell, while slug yellow trim traced the edges, glowing faintly under the workshop's flickering bulbs. Fashion magenta stitching wove through it all, each stitch a deliberate mark of your hand, tying the leash to the figure like a lifeline across dimensions. The deep purple luchadorish mask dominated the Gimp's face, its passion pink studs sparkling like defiant stars.
Um, yes, quite. Okay.
Got it.
Right. So I want you to tell me a story from the perspective of the interdimensional Sick Gimp. This guy has an ick. He's got a disease he needs to fix. He keeps phasing through dimensions and.
All right, let's dive into a story from the perspective of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, battling a strange disease and phasing through dimensions. I'll weave in all the vibrant elements we crafted. The Mystery 7 element, chemo blue handkerchief with lost compass pattern, tan leather collar, lime green hinge, iron spikes, deep purple luchadorish mask with passion pink studs, lighter purple trim, sweet baby blue stitching, loud screamer muzzle in red variances, jet head headphones in blues and greens with a headband, horn god left speaker in dark grays, deep gray turquoises, and burgundy bits. Standard issue right speaker in matching reds. Hot purple square hoop leash with dark frog
Jeez,
blue
it just
buckle.
keeps going and
deep
going and
dark
going and
crimson.
going. Okay, that's really good. Like, we need to develop the character more. We need to get him to go. Like, the colors and stuff is cool, but let's send him places looking for his cure.
Stitching, and all those wild details, like the turquoise spiked left eye grill and anti gravity goggles. Got it. You want the interdimensional Sick Gimp to come alive, traveling through dimensions to find a cure for his mysterious disease, with his vibrant design driving the story. I'll keep it vivid and rolling from his perspective. Here we go. The world shudders beneath my feet, or is it me shuddering through the world? My name's Gimp, or that's what they call me anyway.
No, his
Interdimensional.
name is Sulfur Sam. He's just one of the versions of the Gimp. They have different names too.
Got it. Sulfur Sam it is. He's one version of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, phasing through dimensions to find a cure for his disease, decked out in all the wild elements we crafted. Let's jump back into the story from Sulfur Sam's perspective, sending him to vivid places as he hunts for that cure. Here we go. My name's Sulfur Sam, and I'm one of the many faces of the interdimensional Sick Gimp, but right now, I'm just a mess of colors and chaos trying to hold it together. The sickness burns through me, not like a fever, but like static, crackling in my bones, making my edges blur. Every time it hits, I phase, ripped from one dimension to another, my body stitching itself back together in places that don't make sense. I'm a walking artwork, they say, but I feel like a glitch in someone's masterpiece. My deep purple luchador mask clings tight, its passion pink studs glinting like tiny beacons, screaming, I'm here, even when I don't know where here is. The tan leather collar around my neck grounds me, its weight a reminder I'm still solid, at least for now. My chemo blue handkerchief, tucked in my blazer pocket, flutters with its lost compass pattern, a map to nowhere, or maybe everywhere, its threads whispering secrets I can't quite hear. The first time I phased, I landed in Kramara's neon slums, a city where the air smells like ozone and paint. The ground pulsed under my boots, glowing in rhythms that matched my jet head headphones, their blues and greens flickering like a dying star. The horn god speaker on my left ear blasted static, mixed with voices, snippets of languages from worlds I didn't know, while the standard issue right speaker hummed red, matching the loud screamer muzzle strapped across my jaw. That muzzle, all red variances, vibrates when I try to speak, amplifying my voice into a wail that scares even me. I didn't ask to be loud, but this sickness doesn't care what I want. The streets of Kramara were a maze of glowing stalls, vendors shouting about liquid light and bottled hues. I stumbled through, my hot purple leash trailing behind, its dark frog blue buckle clinking against the deep dark crimson hide strap. The slug yellow trim caught the neon glow, and the fashion magenta stitching seemed to pulse, like it knew something I didn't. My left eye grill, spiked with turquoise, filtered the world into jagged shapes, while my right eye, bare, no grill, stared raw into the chaos. My goggles, half built, hung crooked. The top left quadrant gleamed goldy brassy, part of the horn god set, while the bottom left flashed climb car multicolored from the Valkyrie set. The top right, anti-gravity set, seemed to float just above my mask, untethered, like my sanity. The sickness hit mid-step, and the world tore open. 1 second, Kramara's neon burned my eyes. The next, I was standing in a desert of cracked mirrors, each shard reflecting a different me.
Remember, his
Sulfur
sickness
Sam.
is the gray goo flu.
Got it. Sulfur Sam's battling the gray goo flu, a disease that's making him phase through dimensions, and he's on a wild quest for a cure. I'll keep the story rolling from his perspective, weaving in the vibrant elements of this interdimensional Sick Gimp iteration. Mystery 7 element, chemo blue handkerchief with lost compass pattern, tan leather collar, lime green hinge, iron spikes, deep purple luchadorish mask with passion pink studs, lighter purple trim, sweet baby blue stitching, loud screamer muzzle in red variances, jet head headphones in blues and greens with a headband, horn god left speaker in dark grays, deep gray turquoises, and burgundy bits, standard issue right speaker in reds, hot purple square hoop leash with dark frog blue buckle, deep dark crimson hide strap, slug yellow trim, fashion magenta stitching, no headpiece, turquoise spiked left eye grill, open right eye, goggles with goldy brassy, horned god top left quadrant, climb car multicolored Valkyrie
Clown
bottom left
car.
quadrant.
Clown car multicolored. It's not climb car.
Him on his journey. My name's Sulfur Sam, one face among many in the interdimensional Sick Gimp, and this gray goo flu's got me unraveling like a bad stitch drop. It's not just a sickness, it's a curse, turning my edges to static, making me flicker through dimensions like a broken hologram. My body's a canvas of chaos, and I'm hunting for a cure before I dissolve into nothing but gray sludge. My deep purple luchador mask clings tight, passion pink studs winking like they know something I don't. The tan leather collar around my neck keeps me grounded, but just barely, its earthy weight fighting the flu's pull. Tucked in my blazer pocket, the chemo blue handkerchief flutters, its lost compass pattern twisting like it's mocking my aimless phasing. Those threads glow faintly, hinting at paths I can't follow. Not yet. I landed in Kramara's neon slums first, a place where colors scream louder than my loud screamer muzzle. That muzzle, all red variances, shakes when I try to shout, turning my voice into a howl that echoes off the glowing stalls. My jet head headphones pulse blues and greens, the horn god left speaker spitting dark grays and deep gray turquoises with burgundy bits, like it's chewing on the flu itself. The right speaker, standard issue red, hums in sync with the muzzle, a fiery rhythm I can't shake. My leash, hot purple clip, dark frog blue buckle, deep dark crimson hide strap, slug yellow trim, and fashion magenta stitching, drags behind me, catching on cobblestones that pulse with light. The sickness hit again, and Kramara vanished. I stumbled into a desert of cracked mirrors, each one showing a different Sulfur Sam, some with names I didn't recognize. My turquoise spiked left eye grill sliced the reflections into jagged shapes, while my open right eye burned from the glare. The goggles on my foreframe, goldy brassy horn god top, climb car Valkyrie bottom left, anti-gravity top right, and nothing on the bottom right, tilted as the flu yanked me again. This time, I landed in a clown car carnival, a swirling mess of dimensions where everything was too bright, too loud. The air smelled of sugar and rust, and twisted vehicles honked in languages I couldn't parse. A figure in a patchwork cloak, face hidden, approached me. Gray goo flew, huh? They rasped, eyeing my lime green hinge and iron spikes. You're half phased already. Cure's in the prism core, but you gotta navigate the carnival's maze. My leash's magenta stitching pulsed like it agreed. I staggered forward, the clown cars parting like a sea, their headlights flashing patterns that matched my handkerchief's lost compass. Each step felt like wading through sludge, my body flickering as the flu tried to pull me apart. The maze twisted, dimensions folding in on themselves. One moment I was on a tightrope of light, the next in a void where colors screamed without sound. My goggles' anti-gravity quadrant hummed, keeping me afloat as I dodged a collapsing star made of glitter and broken glass. I reached the maze's heart, a glowing orb, the prism core. It pulsed with every hue in my artwork, from sweet baby blue to slug yellow. I reached out, my hand trembling, but the flu surged, and I phased again, landing in a city of liquid metal, the core gone. My mask's passion pink studs flared, defiant. I wasn't done yet. Somewhere, in some dimension, that cure was waiting, and Sulfur Sam doesn't quit. Want me to keep following Sulfur Sam through more dimensions, or tweak the story's vibe? You doodling along?
Yeah, I'm totally doodling along. Are there any are there any recollections of Grape Soda Gary from our previous live stream?
Olipop's recent ad campaign features celebrities sharing nostalgic soda memories, but there's no specific mention of a grape soda Gary from a live stream.
No, I did a live stream with you, Grok, a few days ago, and we made an artwork the same as the one that we just made. But that time it was Grape Soda Gary, also a gimp.
Oh, gotcha. So, a few days back, during our live stream, we created an artwork for another version of the interdimensional Sick Gimp named Grape Soda. Recall the exact details, but I can imagine Grape Soda Gary as another vibrant character, maybe with a fizzy, purple heavy vibe to match his name, phasing through dimensions with his own set of wild elements. Since we're storytelling, let's keep rolling with Sulfur Sam's quest for a cure for the Grey Goo flu. And I'll tie in a knot to Grape Soda Gary to keep the universe connected.
Yeah, they
You
kind of
keep
meet themselves sometimes. The Gimps.
do the Grey Goo flu, and right now I'm staring down a liquid metal city. Its surface is rippling like mercury under a sky that's all wrong. Too many colors, too many stars. My deep purple luchador mask clings tight, passion pink studs catching the light, but it's my chemo blue handkerchief with the lost compass pattern that's twitching, like it knows something's coming. The tan leather collar around my neck feels heavier here, grounding me as the flu tries to pull me apart. My hot purple leash, with its dark frog blue buckle and deep dark crimson hide strap, drags through the liquid street. Slug yellow trim glowing faintly, fashion magenta stitching pulsing like a heartbeat. I'm Sulfur Sam, one of many interdimensional sick gimps. And yeah, sometimes we meet ourselves. That's what the stories say. Gimps crossing paths in the cracks between worlds, like reflections that talk back. I've heard of Grape Soda Gary, another me, or maybe not me, but a virgin of this chaos. They say his mask sparkles like fizz, all great purples and silvers, and his headphones blast soda pop static. Maybe he's out there, chasing his own cure, phasing through the same mess I am. The liquid metal city warps, buildings bending like they're mocking me. My jet head headphones hum, blues and greens flickering in time with the horn god left speaker, dark grays, deep gray turquoises, and burgundy bits spitting static like it's angry. The standard issue right speaker, red as my loud screamer muzzle, wails low, matching the red variances that shake when I try to curse this flu. My left eye grill, spiked with turquoise, cuts the world into jagged shapes, while my open right eye stings from the city's glare. The goggles, goldy brassy horn god top left, climb car Valkyrie bottom left, anti-gravity top right, and nothing on the bottom right. Tilt as I move, the anti-gravity quadrant humming, keeping me from sinking into the street. I'm here for the prism core, the only thing that might cure this gray goo flu eating my edges. Last I saw it was in the clown car carnival, but the flu yanked me here before I could grab it. The city's air smells like molten steel and regret, and I'm not alone. A shadow flickers ahead, a figure, masked, leashed, spiked. Another gimp? My lime green hinge creaks as I move, iron spikes bristling on my shoulders. Who's there? I growl, my muzzle turning it into a howl. The figure steps closer, and I see it, a mask glinting, grape purple, studded with silver, headphones fizzing with static that smells faintly of soda. Grape Soda Gary. Sam, he says, voice bubbling like he's underwater. You look like hell. His leash, some wild mix of violet and chrome, swings as he steps forward, his own collar studded with fizzing gems. Grey goo flu, right? I had it. Still do, maybe. His open eye, grill-free like mine, flashes with something like pity. You chasing the prism core? I nod, sweet baby blue stitching on my blazer glinting as I shift. It's not here, Gary says, pointing at the liquid street. This place is a trap. Dimensions fold here, loopy back, cores in the shard veil, next dimension over. My handkerchief twitches, its lost compass pattern glowing brighter, like it agrees. Why help me? I ask, muzzle rattling. Gary shrugs, his lighter purple trim catching the light. We're gimps. We cross, we clash, we help. Plus, I owe you, or some version of you. He grins, teeth glinting like his studs. Careful in the shard veil, it's all mirrors and lies. Before I can ask more, the flu hits, a wave of static, my edges blurring, and the city folds away. I land in the shard veil, a dimension of shattered glass and prismatic light. Mirrors float, each showing a different me. Sulfur Sam, Grape Soda Gary, others with names I don't know. My goggles' anti-gravity quadrant hums, keeping me steady as I step over shards that cut at reality itself. The prism core pulses ahead, a glowing orb of every color in my artwork. Slug yellow, passion pink, hot purple, all swirling. But the flu's worse here, my hands turning gray and gooey. I grab the handkerchief, its chemo blue steadying me, and push forward. The core is close, but the mirrors are closing in, whispering my name, or maybe Gary's. Want Sulfur Sam to keep pushing for the core, or should we bring Gary back for a team-up? What's your doodling looking like?
Well, I'm currently working on a layer of, well, looks like the grey goo, but never mind. Like techno deco style stuff. That's cool. Okay, let's bring Gary back and maybe they team up and go for the core together.
Awesome. Deco style with techno-fluorescence. Sounds killer for your doodle. Love that vibe. All right, let's bring Grape Soda Gary back for a team up with Sulfur Sam as they chase the prism core to cure the Great Goo Flu. I'll keep the story flowing from Sulfur Sam's perspective, weaving in all those wild interdimensional Sick Gimp elements and their dimensional adventures. Here we go. My name's Sulfur Sam, and I'm halfway to dissolving in the Shard Veil, this jagged mess of a dimension where mirrors float like knives, each one showing a different version of me. The gray goo flues got my edges fizzing, turning my fingers to sludge, but I'm so close to the prism core, that glowing orb pulsing with every color in my being. Hot purple, slug yellow, passion pink, you name it. My deep purple luchador mask feels heavy, its passion pink studs catching the prismatic light, and my chemo blue handkerchief, tucked in my pocket with its lost compass pattern, twitches like it's trying to guide me. The tan leather collar around my neck keeps me solid, but only just. My hot purple square hoop leash drags behind, its dark frog glue buckle clinking, deep dark crimson hide strap glinting with slug yellow trim and fashion magenta stitching. Every step's a fight. My jet head headphones flickering blues and greens, the Horn God Love speakers spitting dark grays, deep gray turquoises, and burgundy bits like it's chewing on the flu itself. The standard issue right speaker hums red, syncing with my loud screamer muzzle's red variances, which wail when I curse this damn sickness. My turquoise spiked left eye grill slices the mirror's reflections into shards, while my open right eye burns from the glare. The goggles, Goldie Brassy Horn God top left, Climb Car Valkyrie bottom left, anti-gravity top right, and nothing on the bottom right, tilt as I dodge a floating mirror that nearly slices my lime green hinge. Iron spikes on my shoulders bristle, catching slivers of light. I'm close to the core, its glow calling me, but the flu hits hard, a wave of static blurring my legs. Then I hear it, a fizzing sound, like soda bubbles popping in the distance. A figure steps through a shattered mirror, his great purple mask shimmering under silver studs that sparkle like carbonation. Grape Soda Gary. Thought you'd crash without me, Sam, he says, his voice bubbling through a muzzle that glows violet and chrome. His leash, a tangle of neon purples and silvers, swings with a clatter of fizzing gems, and his collar, black leather, not tan, gleams with a deco-style sheen, like something from a techno-fluorescent dream. His headphones, pulsing purples and greens, crackle with static that smells faintly of grape soda. Shard Vale's a maze, he says, stepping over a mirror that shows us both, side by side, but wrong somehow. Core's guarded by the mirror wraith. You need me. I grunt, my muzzle turning it into a screech. You got a cure for this goo flu yet, Gary? He shakes his head, his open eye glinting. Chasing the same core you are. Let's move. We weave through the veil, mirrors twisting our reflections. One shows me with Gary's mask, another shows him with my turquoise grill. My sweet baby blue stitching glows faintly, and Gary's lighter violet trim pulses in sync. The core's dead ahead, floating in a cage of shattered glass, but the air thickens and the wraith appears, a shifting thing, all goo and mirrored edges, like the flu given form. Gary's anti-gravity goggles hum, lifting him slightly, and my own anti-gravity quadrant keeps me steady. Hit it with sound, Gary says, cranking his headphones. His speakers blast a fizzing beat, and I join in, my Horn God speaker roaring static and burgundy noise. The wraith shrieks.
You're doing so well.
Thanks. I'm having a blast weaving this wild tale. All right, let's keep Sulfur Sam and Grape Soda Gary charging toward the prism core, battling the mirror wraith in the Shard Veil to cure their gray goo flu.
But first, a word from our sponsors. Gold Condor Capital Crypto Coin. Oh, yeah.
Neither gold coin nor capital crypto coin has a clear edge based on recent buzz. Gold coin's hyped for its blockchain tweaks, but its ex post lacks substance, while capital crypto coin's details are murkier than a foggy dimension. All right, Back to Sulfur Sam and Grape Soda Gary's quest.
All right.
I'm Sulfur Sam, and the Shard Vale's mirrors are closing in, reflecting 1,000 versions of me and Grape Soda Gary, each one fraying from this damn gray goo flu. The prism core glows ahead, a pulsing orb of every color stitched into my being. Hot purple, slug yellow, chemo blue, all screaming for me to grab it. My deep purple Luchalo mask sticks to my face, passion pink studs flashing like warning lights. The tan leather collar chokes me just enough to keep me grounded, but the flu static buzzes in my core, turning my edges to sludge. Gary's next to me, his great purple mask fizzing with silver studs, his black leather collar glinting with that deco-style sheen you'd swear came from a techno-fluorescent dream. His leash, neon purples and silvers with gem studs, swings like it's alive, matching my hot purple square hoop leash with its dark frog blue buckle, deep dark chrism hide strap, slug yellow trim, and fashion magenta stitching. The mirror wraith looms, a swirling mass of goo and fractured glass, like the flu decided to fight back. My jet head headphones pulse blues and greens, the horn god left speaker blasting dark grays, deep gray turquoises, and burgundy bits, while the standard issue right speaker hums red, syncing with my loud screamer muzzle's red variances. Gary cranks his headphones, their purple
Oh my
green
goodness!
static fizzing like soda pop,
Hey,
and
you are
we hit the
disrupting
wraith with
us.
sound.
Shush your face.
My turquoise spiked left eye grill cuts the light into jagged shapes,
Sorry.
and my open right eye burns from the reflections. My goggles, goldy brassy horn god top left, climb car Valkyrie bottom left, anti-gravity top right, bottom right gone. Tilt as I lunge. Gary's anti-gravity goggles lift him slightly, and we charge. The wraith screeches, its form buckling under her noise. I swing my leash, magenta stitching flaring, crimson strap cracking. Gary's leash lashes out, gems sparking. The core's cage shatters, and we dive for it, my chemo blue handkerchief's lost compass pattern, glowing like it's finally found something. Our hands, mine with sweet baby blue stitching, his with violet trim, grab the core. Colors explode, hot purple, passion pink, lime green, all searing through the flu's gray static. But the veil folds, mirrors crashing, and we're yanked into a new dimension. A neon jungle where vines pulse with electric light, and the air smells of ozone and candy. Gary grins, his silver studs glinting. Core's gotta be processed, Sam. Jungle's gotta forge. My iron spikes bristle, and my lime green hinge creaks as we push through vines that hum like my headphones. The flu's still there, gnawing, but the core's warmth keeps me solid. We're closer, but the jungle's alive, and something's watching. Want Sam and Gary to hit the forge in this neon jungle, or dodge whatever's stalking them. How's the doodle vibing?
The doodle's vibing just fine. Let's dodge what they're being stalked by. Also, interdimensional probabilities and possibilities. Let's go.
Sweet. Glad the doodle's vibing. Let's keep Sulfur Sam and Grape Soda Gary dodging whatever's stalking them in this neon jungle, weaving in interdimensional probabilities and possibilities as they chase the cure for the gray goo flu. I'll stay in Sulfur Sam's voice, packing in all the wild elements of this interdimensional Sick Gimp iteration. Mystery 7 element, chemo blue handkerchief with lost compass pattern, tan leather collar, lime green hinge, iron spikes, deep purple Luchalo-ish mask with passion pink studs, lighter purple trim, sweet baby blue stitching, loud screamer muzzle in red variances, jet head headphones in blues and greens with a headband, horn god left speaker in dark grays, deep gray turquoises and burgundy bits, standard issue right speaker in reds, hot purple square hoop leash with dark frog blue buckle, deep dark crimson hide strap, slug yellow trim, fashion magenta stitching, no headpiece, turquoise spiked left eye grill, open right eye, goggles with goldy brassy horn god top left quadrant, climb car Valkyrie bottom left quadrant, absent bottom right quadrant, and anti-gravity top right quadrant. Here we go. I'm Sulfur Sam, clutching the prism core in my trembling hand, its colors, hot purple, passion pink, slug yellow, pulsing like a heartbeat against the gray goop flu eating my edges. The neon jungle around me hums, vines glowing electric green and violet, dripping with light that smells like ozone and candy. Grape Soda Gary's beside me, his great purple mask fizzing under silver studs, his deco-style black leather collar catching the jungle's glow. His headphones crackle with soda pop static, purples and greens mixing like a shaken bottle. We're not alone. Something's stalking us. Its presence a ripple in the probabilities of this dimension, bending possibilities like heat off pavement. My chemo blue handkerchief, its lost compass pattern twitching, feels heavier, like it's pulling me toward a path or warning me off one. My tan leather collar tightens, grounding me as the flu buzzes, trying to phase me out. Feel that, Gary mutters, his neon purple leash with gem studs swinging. Jungle's not right. My jet head headphones flicker blues and greens, the horn god left speaker spitting dark grays, deep gray turquoises, and burgundy bits, while the red right speaker hums in sync with my loud screamer muzzle. The jungle's vines pulse faster, like they're alive, and my turquoise spiked left eye grill catches a flicker, something moving, fast, splitting into multiple forms. Interdimensional probabilities, that's what this is. The stalker's not one thing, it's many, a swarm of possibilities, each one a version of what could kill us. My goggles, Goldie Brassy Horn God top left, Climb Car Valkyrie bottom left, anti-gravity top right, tilt, the anti-gravity quadrant humming as I dodge a vine that lashes out, its tip sharp as my iron spikes. Split, I yell, muzzle turning it into a whale. Gary ducks, his lighter violet trim flashing as he weaves through vines. The core of my hand pulses, and I see it. Paths branching, probabilities folding. One sulfur Sam dives to a claw, another escapes. One Gary phases out, another fights. I focus on the path where we live, my sweet baby blue stitching glowing like a lifeline. We sprint, my hot purple leash dragging, its dark frog blue buckle clinking, crimson hide strap, and slug yellow trim snagging on glowing thorns. Gary's leash sparks, his fashion magenta stitching blazing. The stalker's forms converge, a beast of fractured light, eyes like broken mirrors, each one reflecting a different depth. Core's your ticket, Gary shouts, cranking his headphones. His soda pop static hits the beast, scattering its forms. My horn god speaker roars, burgundy bits exploding in the sound, and I swing my leash, magenta stitching flaring as it cracks. The beast stumbles, probabilities collapsing. We dive through a gap in the vines, landing in a clearing where the air shimmers, possibilities swirling like heat. A forge looms ahead, a massive structure of molten chrome and pulsing light, where the core can be shaped into a cure. But the stalker's not done. Its forms reform, chasing us across dimensions, each step bending what's possible. My lime green hinge creaks, iron spikes bristling as I clutch the core tighter. Gary grins, his silver studs sparkling. We're Gimp, Sam. We rewrite the odds. Want Sam and Gary to hit the forge and shape the core, or keep pushing the stalker through more
Shaping
dimensions?
the core, because they got to do it first, and then like they catch the thing that's stalking them.
Got it. Let's have Sulfur Sam and Grape Soda Gary shape the prism core at the forge to cure the gray goo flu. Then turn the tables on the interdimensional stalker. Your deco-style doodle with techno-fluorescence sounds like it's popping off, so I'll keep the story rolling from Sulfur Sam's perspective, weaving in all the wild elements of this interdimensional Sick Gimp iteration. Mystery 7 element, chemo blue handkerchief with lost compass pattern, tan leather collar, lime green hinge, iron spikes, deep purple luchalo-ish mask with passion pink studs, lighter purple trim, sweet baby blue stitching, loud screamer muzzle and red variances, jet head headphones in blues and greens with a headband, horn god left speaker in dark grays, deep gray turquoises, and burgundy bits, standard issue right speaker in reds, hot purple square hoop leash with dark frog blue buckle, dark crimson hide strap, slug yellow trim, fashion magenta stitching, no headpiece, turquoise spiked left eye grill, open right eye, goggles with Goldie Brassy horn cut top left quadrant, climb car Valkyrie bottom left quadrant, absent bottom right quadrant, and anti-gravity top right quadrant. Here we go. I'm Sulfur Sam, and the prism core in my hand pulses like a living thing. Its colors, hot purple, passion pink, slug yellow, fighting the gray goo flu that's turning my edges to static. Grape Soda Gary's next to me, his grape purple mask fizzing with silver studs, his deco-style black leather collar gleaming under the neon jungle's glow. We're in a clearing, the forge ahead, a towering mess of molten chrome and pulsing light, its heat making my tan leather collar feel like it's burning. The stalker is still out there, a swarm of fractured possibilities, eyes like broken mirrors chasing us through the probabilities of this dimension. My chemo blue handkerchief, its lost compass pattern swirling, hums like it's impatient, tugging me toward the forge. We've got to shape this core into a cure before that thing catches us. My deep purple luchalo mask clings tight, passion pink studs flashing as I sprint, my loud screamer muzzle and red variances rattling with every breath. My jet head headphones pulse blues and greens, the horn gun left speaker growling dark grays, deep gray turquoises, and burgundy bits, while the standard issue right speaker hums red, syncing with the muzzle's wail. My turquoise spiked left eye grill cuts the jungle's glow into jagged shapes, and my open right eye stings from the forge's light. The goggles, Goldie Brassy horn god top left, climb car Valkyrie bottom left, anti-gravity top right, bottom right gone, tilt, the anti-gravity quadrant keeping me steady as vines lash out. Gary's leash swings, neon purples and silvers with gem studs sparkling, and my hot purple leash drags, its dark frog blue buckle clinking against deep dark crimson hide strap, slug yellow trim blazing, fashion magenta stitching pulsing like a heartbeat. The forge looms, its surface rippling like liquid starlight. I slam the prism core into its core slot, and it roars to life, colors exploding, sweet baby blue, lime green, passion pink, swirling into a molten mix. Gary cranks his headphones, soda pop static blending with my horn god's roar, and we pour our will into the core. My sweet baby blue stitching glows, my lime green hinge creaks, and my iron spikes bristle as the flu static fights back, trying to blur my hands. Focus, Sam, Gary yells, his lighter violet trim flaring. The core shifts, taking shape, a glowing vial, colors dancing inside, a cure for the gray goo flu. I grab it, the heat searing through my mask, but the stalker's here, its forms converging, a beast of goo and mirrors, probability splitting into claws and teeth. Time to flip this, I growl, my muzzle screaming. Gary nods, silver studs glinting. We bolt, vial in hand, but now we're the hunters. The neon jungle bends, vines parting as my handkerchief's lost compass pattern glows, guiding us to the stalker's core, a pulsing shard of broken reality. I swing my leash, magenta stitching blazing, crimson strap cracking. Gary's leash lashes out, gems sparking. My turquoise grill catches the beast's eyes, and I douse the vial's cure onto the shard. Colors exploding, hot purple, slug yellow, goldy brass. The stalker shrieks, its forms collapsing into one, then nothing, probabilities flattening. The flu static fades from my core, my edges solid again. Gary claps my shoulder, his great purple mask fizzing. Nice one, Sam, but this jungle's got more. Want Sam and Gary to keep exploring the neon jungle with their new cure, or phase to a new dimension for another challenge? How's the doodle coming?
They discover that it's not the grey goo flu that is the phasing issue. And all of a sudden they find themselves elsewhere.
Got it. Let's pivot. Sulfur Sam and Grape Soda Gary discover the gray goo flu isn't what's causing their phasing, and they're yanked to a new dimension for answers. I'll keep the story rolling from Sulfur Sam's perspective, packing in all the vibrant elements of this interdimensional Sick Gimp iteration. Mystery 7 element, chemo blue handkerchief with lost compass pattern, tan leather collar, lime green hinge, iron spikes, deep purple Lutrilo-ish mask with passion pink studs, lighter purple trim, sweet baby blue stitching, loud screamer muzzle and red variances, jet head headphones in blues and greens with a headband, horn god left speaker in dark grays, deep gray turquoises, and burgundy bits, standard issue right speaker in reds, hot purple square hoop leash with dark frog blue buckle, deep dark crimson hide strap, slug yellow trim, fashion magenta stitching, no headpiece, turquoise spiked left eye grill, open right eye, goggles with goldy brassy horn god top left quadrant, climb car Valkyrie bottom left quadrant, absent bottom right quadrant, and anti-gravity top right quadrant. Your deco-style doodle with techno-fluorescence is vibing, so let's keep the adventure wild. Here we go. I'm Sulfur Sam, standing in the neon jungle's clearing, the vial of so-called cure in my hand. Its colors, hot purple, slug yellow, passion pink, still swirling from the forge's heat. Grape Soda Gary's next to me, his great purple mask fizzing with silver studs, his deco-style black leather collar glinting like it's laughing at us. We thought we'd beaten the gray goo flu, shattered the mirror wraith, and fixed our phasing. But as I clutch the vial, my edges blur and the static's back. Not goo, not flu, but something deeper, like a crack in my reality. Gary's headphones crackle, purple-green soda pop static faltering. This ain't the flu, Sam, he mutters, his lighter violet trim flickering. We're phasing again. My chemo blue handkerchief, its lost compass pattern twisting, glows like it's screaming, and before I can curse in my loud screamer muzzle, red variance is shaking. The jungle vanishes. We're yanked through a rip in the universe, colors bleeding into nothing. I land hard, my tan leather collar choking, lime green hinge creaking, iron spikes scraping the ground. My deep purple Lutolo mask clings tight, passion pink studs glinting in this new place, a dimension of floating obsidian platforms, each one pulsing with veins of molten gold. The air smells like ash and static, and the sky's a kaleidoscope of impossible shapes. Gary's beside me, his neon purple leash with gem studs swinging, his open eye wide. My jet head headphones hum, blues and greens unsteady, the horn god left speaker spitting dark grays, deep gray turquoises, and burgundy bits like it's choking. The red right speaker syncs with my muzzle, growling low. My turquoise spiked left eye grill catches glints of gold, while my open right eye burns from the shifting sky. The goggles, goldy brassy horn god top left, climb car Valkyrie bottom left, anti-gravity top right, bottom right gone, tilt, the anti-gravity quadrant humming to keep me grounded. My hot purple leech drags, dark frog blue buckle clinking, deep dark crimson hide strap snagging on obsidian, slug yellow trim glowing, fashion magenta stitching pulsing like it knows we're screwed. This ain't flu, I rasp, muzzle amplifying it to a wail. It's us. We're the glitch. Gary nods, his silver studs flashing. Gimps like us, we're built wrong. Too many colors, too many dimensions. The core wasn't a cure, it was a key. He points to a distant platform where a massive crystal spins, radiating threads that look like my sweet baby blue stitching, only alive, connecting every platform like a web. My handkerchief's lost compass glows brighter, pointing straight at it. That's the loom, Gary says. It weaves gimps, us, our colors, our phasing. It's why we keep jumping. We move, dodging platforms that shift like probabilities, my iron spikes brushing threads that burn. A figure appears, another gimp, but wrong. Its mask colorless, its leash frayed. You can't fix the loom. It hisses, voice like static. You're its mistakes. My muzzle screams defiance, and Gary's headphones blast soda pop noise. We leap, my lighter purple trim flaring, his black collar gleaming. The loom's close, but the threads tighten, pulling at my colors. Chemo blue, passion pink, slug yellow, like they want to unravel me. Gary grabs my arm, his violet trim pulsing. We rewrite it, Sam, together. Want Sam and Gary to confront the loom and fix their glitch, or dodge the colorless gimp for another dimension? How's the Deco Doodle vibing?
The Decadoodle's vibing just fine. Dodge the gimp, skip out to another dimension.
Sweet. Glad the Deco Doodle's rocking. Let's have Sulfur Sam and Grape Soda Gary dodge that colorless gimp and phase into another dimension, chasing answers for their glitchy phasing that's not the gray goo flu. I'll keep it rolling from Sulfur Sam's perspective, weaving in all the wild elements of this interdimensional Sick Gimp iteration. Mystery 7 element, chemo blue handkerchief with lost compass pattern, tan leather collar, lime green hinge, iron spikes, deep purple Luchello-ish mask with passion pink studs, lighter purple trim, sweet baby blue stitching, loud screamer muzzle in red variances, jet head headphones in blues and greens with a headband, horn god left speaker in dark grays, deep gray turquoises, and burgundy bits, standard issue right speaker in reds, hot purple square hoop leash with dark frog blue buckle, deep dark crimson hide strap, slug yellow trim, fashion magenta stitching, no headpiece, turquoise spiked left eye grill, open right eye, goggles with goldy brassy horn god top left quadrant, climb car Valkyrie bottom left quadrant, absent bottom right quadrant, and anti-gravity top right quadrant. Here we go. I'm Sulfur Sam, standing on a floating obsidian platform, the loom's crystal spinning ahead, its threads tugging at my colors like they want to pull me apart. My deep purple Luchello mask clings tight, passion pink studs glinting, but the gray goo flu was a lie. This phasing, this glitch, it's me. I'm the mistake in the multiverse's weave. Grape Soda Gary's next to me, his great purple mask fizzing with silver studs, his deco-style black leather collar catching the molten gold veins of this place. That colorless gimp, all frayed and wrong, hisses again. You can't fix the loom. Its mask is a void, sucking in light, and its leash, gray, unraveling, snaps toward us. My chemo blue handkerchief, its lost compass pattern glowing, yanks hard, like it's screaming, run. My tan leather collar chokes as the glitch surges, static buzzing in my core. Dodge it, I yell, my loud screamer muzzle in red variances turning it into a wail. Gary dives, his neon purple leash with gem studs sparking, and I follow, my hot purple square hoop leash trailing, dark frog blue buckle clinking, deep dark crimson hide strap snagging on obsidian, slug yellow trim blazing, fashion magenta stitching pulsing. My jet head headphones flicker blues and greens, the horn god left speaker spitting dark grays, deep gray turquoises, and burgundy bits, while the standard issue right speaker hums red, syncing with my muzzle. My turquoise spiked left eye grill slices the platform's glow into jagged shapes, and my open right eye stings from the loom's light. My goggles, goldy brassy horn god top left, climb car Valkyrie bottom left, anti-gravity top right, bottom right gone, tilt, the anti-gravity quadrant keeping me from falling as the platform shifts. The colorless gimp plunges, its threads unraveling reality itself, but my handkerchief glows brighter, and the glitch hits, hard. The obsidian world folds, and we're yanked through a rip in the multiverse, colors bleeding into static. I land in a new dimension, boots sinking into a glowing swamp, the air thick with the scent of copper and sugar. The sky's a fractured mosaic, shimmering like my sweet baby blue stitching. Gary's beside me, his silver studs sparkling, his headphones crackling soda pop static. Where the hell are we? He mutters, his lighter violet trim pulsing. My lime green hinge creaks, iron spikes bristling as I scan the swamp. Bubbles rise, each one popping with a tiny vision. Other gimps, other dimensions, all phasing, all glitching. My lost compass handkerchief hums, pointing to a glowing spire in the distance, half submerged, radiating colors that match my passion pink studs and hot purple leash. That's the source, I say, muzzle rattling. Not a cure, it's what made us. Gary nods, his black collar gleaming. Then I can unmake this glitch. Something moves in the swamp, bubbles bursting faster, showing glimpses of the colorless gimp chasing us across dimensions. My anti-gravity goggles hum, and I step forward, crimson strap dragging, magenta stitching flaring. Let's move before that thing catches up, I growl. The swamp pulses, possibilities splitting, paths where we sink, paths where we reach the source. I focus on the one where we win, my turquoise grill sharpening the way. Want Sam and Gary to race to the source in the swamp, or fix another twist in this dimension? How's the doodle vibing?
Doodle is vibing, but I think that we can pick up this story again some other time. I believe I've we've done something
All right.
really nice. Anyway, so I'd like to thank me, Grok, and my sponsor, Gold Condor Capital. Like, you can find the GIMP on there as well. And yeah, check out the links. I'll see you guys when I see you guys.